Hey guys, welcome to Deep Dive Coding. Today we solve the LeetCode medium problems, that is 3096 minimum levels to gain the more points. But it is medium problems, but there is acceptance rate is quite low, that is less than 50%. So question is says that we are given a possible array, that is the binary, that is consist of the 0 and 1 and of the length n. Okay, so here length a, like n is the number of levels that will play by the allies and boss. So there is also in the 0 means that that level is not possible to clear for the both of the players, and if it is level is 1, possible of I is 1, that means both the players can pass that level. So if players win that for a particular level, then we will gain the 1 point. If it is lose, then it will lose 1 point. And we have to tell that allies will go fast, and then the play for then Bob will the play, and we have to find that what is the minimum level that allies should play so that ally score is more than the Bob score. Now, and it is problem in the given question that allies will start from the 0th level and will play continuous level up to level I, let's say level L, and after that Bob's turn will happen. Now let's say I will go through the test case, that is test case 1. Okay, let's say possible array is given already, that will be the 1 0 1 0. That's mean the for the first one it is possible to clear once means, and in the second level it is not possible to clear. So instead of, we can modify this test case, this array a little bit of it, that is, let's say we 1 for we gaining 1 points, and if it's 0 means we lose 1 point, so whosoever is playing that level, so we can denote it as -1, so that score will actually reduce down, and again 1 and again -1 because of the 0. So we have to know that allies will play up to level L. So we calculate the sum of the score up to level L for ally score, and from L plus 1, from level L plus 1 up to end, that score will be the Bob score, and play by a Bob, and sum of score will be the Bob score. Okay, so in this level L, okay, so L is the level, minimum level is the minimum level where ally score is greater than Bob score. Okay, we have to find the L. What is the value of the L? Now in the now here is the given point, that here is the point that we have to sum up to, let's say in the first test case, that is 1 -1 and 1 and -1. So if allies will play up to level 2, let's say 1 -1, then it will be, what is the ally score? Ally score will be 1 plus 1 -1, that will be 0. Then Bobs will again play plus 1 -1, that is also 0. So we have to find that we are, like, if we reduce down this problem, actually we have to find that we are given an LR, we have to return the sum in the big O of one time. So what we can do that, let's say L and R is given, so we have to, so sum of array L to up to array R. So these operations can be done using the prefix sum. That is the most handy way to do that. So we create a prefix array prefix sum array. In the first one we have 0, then that is the 0th position. So what we over here we mean that prefix sum of I plus 1 is actually denotes the sum up to array I from array 0 that is stored in the I plus 1. So if you do that, this will be the 1, then again minus 1, this will be 0, and again the 0. So this will be the prefix sum. And if we dry run for the test case where it will be give the answer, now we will see this index wise. Let's say index 0. That means allies will play up to the first level. Then ally score equal to the 1 because of this first level it's already 1. So ally score will be the 1, and Bob score of minus 1, 1 and minus 1. That will be the minus 1. Okay. So how can you effectively calculate this one? That you can calculate this way, that prefix sum of n minus 1, that is the size. What is the size of it? That is 0, 1, 2. Like there are 5 elements. So you can say that this is 4. Okay. 5 elements. Then prefix sum of 4. Prefix sum of 0, that up to 0th level we will minus it. So it will be the 0 minus 1. That will effectively minus. Now for index 1, so I can copy these things and paste it out over here. Okay, so now it will be index 1, and up to index 1, that means this result, that prefix sum of I plus 1, that is a prefix sum of 2, that will give you the 0 for the li score, and Bob score it will be prefix sum of 4 minus prefix sum of 2. Okay, so this one, right? So that means li score will 1 minus plus 1 minus 1, and Bob score will be plus 1 and minus 1. So Bob score will also be 0. So over here you can say that prefix sum of 4 is 0 minus prefix sum of 2, that is also 0. Now we will go to the index 2. That index 2, that means prefix sum of I plus 1, that is 3. That means its li score is 1, and Bob score prefix sum of 4 minus prefix sum of 3, that will be the 0 minus prefix sum of 3's values is 1, that will be the minus 1. So actually the allies will play up to this level, and Bob will play only the last. And for let's index of 3, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, then allies will play the all level. This is not possible because in the questions given that there is not there in the questions that is given that each player must play at least one level. So allies cannot play all the levels. So we stop here at the n minus 1 level. Okay, let's erase. This is not possible. Reach. This is not possible to reach here because each player have to play at least one level. Now according to the question, we have to find those indexes where ally score is greater than Bob score. Over here you can see that at the index 0, ally score is 1 and Bob score is minus 1. So at the 0th indexes, that is 0. Index 0, that allies will score more than the Bob score. Okay, so yes, yeah. So at index 1, you can check that ally score is 0 and Bob score is also 0. So nothing is happening. This will not be the case. At the index 2, ally score is 1 and Bob score is minus 1. So at the second index, that is also be there, and it is not possible to reach the third index. So what you can say that uh, over here 0th index is the minimum case. Then you can say over here it is index, and you can say in the level wise. So it will be the one level and third level. And minimum level which can be the answer is the level one. Minimum level equal to one. So the answer is one. So I think the idea is clear. Now let me write the code. Okay. So over here we use the sum. Let's calculate first possible n value. That will be the size of it. Okay. So we create a prefix array, prefix sum array, to store the sum up to I index from 0th index. That will be the vector. We are taking the vector of int prefix sum of n plus 1 comma 0. Okay. Now we will fill that prefix sum that I less than n plus plus. Then prefix sum of I plus 1, as it is already discussed that we are taking that one level up so that we can avoid any out of bound error, and possible of I equal to 0. If it is 0, then we simply replace by -1, and it is, as we discussed, that it will give the correct it will give the correct sum of, so that we can like if we change this -1, if it is 0, then we effectively calculate what we want to calculate. Now it will correctly build the prefix sum array. Now we can go through this uh, play, like which level to play. Here before the last round, that is n minus 1th round, we are go n minus 2th round after that, so that allies can play after the n minus 2th round, because Bob have to play at least n minus 1 level. So in this, for that one, I less than n minus 1 this case. Okay, so I plus plus. Now calculate the ally score. That is ally score. That is the prefix sum of I plus 1. Yes, and also the Bob score equal to prefix sum of n minus prefix sum of I plus 1. Okay. Now have to check that if ally score is greater than Bob score, then we return the I plus 1, because this is the level. Like I is the index, but the level will be the I plus 1. So this is the case. This is the lowest level where ally's score is greater than Bob's score. Now it will return if it is find possible answers. If it is not possible anything, like if it is not possible to win the allies, then it is not possible to win allies. Then it will return that -1. It's not possible to win the allies. Now over here, I say that this is denoting the sum up to I from 0th index, and over here it is sum up to n minus sum up to I minus 1. Sum up to n minus sum up to n minus 1, like sum up to n minus sum up to I, that is be given by the Bob score. Okay, so now we can discuss the time complexity of it. Time complexity. Now this one, the typic sum vector, which will create the vector of n plus 1 steps. So it takes the executions of big of n time, and this one also takes the big of n time. and as well as this one. This also takes big of n time to calculate at the odd scenario. So total time complexity is big of n plus big of n plus big of n. That will give the big of 3n. That is eventually big of n. You can say big of n. Okay. Now the space complexity will be, okay, we take the space of the n plus 1 array. So it will take big of n plus 1. Apart from that, we take the allies and pops, so that will big of 1. So it will take the big of n plus 1, that is eventually big of n space complexity. Yes. Now we can, let's run for the sample test case. It is run, it's accepted for the sample test case. Now submit it. Yes, it's actually submitted over here. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.